Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin did push a little bit higher after the last video into the $17,400 range. I currently don't think that this wave 5 is already in. So I still look at possibly one more push higher. We're going to take a look at that in a minute. Before we do that, let's take a look at the overall wave count here for Bitcoin once more, just to remind ourselves and new viewers that we're still looking for another low for Bitcoin generally. But of course, there is short-term upside potential that we've been following for the last 1 or 2 weeks. And so far, it's been, I think, working out quite nicely. But overall, there is still in this wave pattern here, this sort of descending wedge ending diagonal from this wave 4 high at 25.2K all the way down to around, 14.5K would be the ideal target. I'm still waiting for one more leg down, and we look at this last wave down as an ABC. No, 1 second, it's ABC. And the C wave consists, of course, of 5 waves: wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and the last wave 5 down would be ideal. Yeah, that would be ideal. But this wave 4 here, yeah, can stretch out to maybe around 19 to 20K actually. So we are going to follow this short-term upside potential before we come down. Okay. So that's generally the expectation, that Bitcoin is going to make one more low. We just haven't seen enough evidence that a low is already in. Could it be in? Yes. But then I want to wait for evidence. I want to see 5 waves up, 3 waves down. That would be good evidence that the low has been in. And then from there we can push higher. But at the moment, the focus has to remain on the downside, yeah, still, after some short-term upside, of course, because this wave 4 that I just showed you consists most likely of a wave A, already done here on the 10th of November, that was, a wave B down, and a wave C up in ideally 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so that's what we are looking out for. The target for this yellow wave 3, talked about that in the previous video as well. It's worth reminding ourselves. Target for that wave 3 would be the 1.618 extension. We talk here about the 18.1K level. And to be fair, we need to reach that in this yellow wave 3. So it all, you know, and that's what I mean. We've got in this wave 3 now nearly 5 waves. Yeah, this could be done possibly. Because we've got the blue wave count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, the wave 5 could be in, but also here I expect it to push a little bit higher. The problem is we don't reach 18.1K, then the ideal target for the yellow wave 3 wasn't reached. What does that mean? What conclusion do I have to get to? Well, I have to come to the conclusion that most likely this was not yet the completed wave 3. Okay? So it would mean that most likely I've only put in a wave 1 of wave 3. So that overall the wave 3 will push much higher. That this here, what I have highlighted in yellow, was only the wave 1 of the wave 3. There will be a wave 2 of the wave 3. Then there should be a wave 3 of the wave 3 and everything, right? It depends a little bit on how high can we actually push now. So I'll keep a close eye on that for you. Unfortunately, there's no way of knowing that. But we will be able to see that if we, let's say we push a little bit higher, and then we could assume, okay, maybe yellow wave 3 is done. It depends on how low do we go in the support, because if we hold a certain support level for yellow wave 4, and I cannot define that yet for you, but if we hold it, it is most likely still ongoing as a wave 4 and 5. But if we lose a certain support level, which I will be able to define then for you, if we lose that, it's most likely coming down in a wave 2. Then we've got a 1-2, 1-2 setup, and would set up for a wave 3 next. That would actually be quite a bullish setup. But I'm careful here to assume too much bullishness, because I analyzed the DXY yesterday on my second channel, More Trading Online. And by the way, feel free to check out that channel as well. You can find a link in the description. But with the DXY, it's obviously coming down at the moment. I think it has a bit more downside potential, but it should turn around soon. And if it turns around soon, this will most likely also lead to the crypto market moving down a little bit, right? So yeah, we need to be a bit careful with that. But yeah, the DXY still has more downside potential, so short-term upside still possible. Here, yeah, what can we expect from this wave 5? So I'm currently looking at the subwaves here, and always have to mention, bear in mind, this is really micro counting we're doing here. These are very fragile, these waves. But my assumption would be that we've done here, just need to see a small wave, 1, 2. Here probably the 3, this could be a 4, and then we should go up soon in a wave 5. Let's measure the retracements, because there is a limit in how low it should go. And yeah, we have now reached the 50% retracement, and there's no sign of stopping. It should really turn around now at 17.2k. If it doesn't, we have to, yeah, we have to question this count, right? Because ideally there should be one more leg up in the 5th wave. This wave 4 comes down quite a lot. Can come down a little bit lower, but it shouldn't go below 17.2k. If it does, this is probably not a 1, 2, 3, 4 pattern. We've got something maybe like another 1, 2, or even here a corrective wave to the upside. So this needs to hold 17.2k, and then it should continue to move up in a 5th wave. And target for that 5th wave, I think we talked about that in the previous video as well, didn't we? Or in this video actually. Second, let's just remind ourselves of that target. Yeah, 17,500 would be ideal, the 1.618 extension, maybe a little bit higher, but that should be it, 17,500. Just for the wave 5 here, bear in mind the target for the yellow wave 3 is actually 18k, 18.1k, so there's a bit of a gap. So I'm curious to see how Bitcoin is going to fill that, if it does it. But bottom line is it should ideally hold the 17.2k level. If it doesn't, what will be the fallback support? Well, key support will then be the last swing low here, which is the 16.9k level, the wave 4 low. If we drop below that as well, yeah, then we're probably gonna see here, or possibly gonna see 16.7k, and then 16.3k, and then we take it from there. I'll keep you updated anyway. Hope you like the update about Bitcoin. If you did, please hit a like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.